at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
74.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards on the play. First down. On first and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
You got it. You got it. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try again with Howard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Elliott. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Running with Howard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Throwing, Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. To try again after the sack. Wentz, he's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go with Howard again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
That's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 22 yards. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is incomplete.